there is plenty that built right out.
What is it? What's in
It was mostly honey and well, there's some empty comb. We put some empty comb in there too.
So was this one a split, you said?
This was the split off of this one.
Okay.
Ah, and how old is it?
It's about
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
it's going to be a little more than 3 weeks.
Did you buy a queen or did you?
No, what we did was we put all we did was we put in some brood and hope for them to
Really?
create one. Yes.
Cool.
I have no idea whether this works.
I'd like to see if there's a queen in there.
Oh,
That-
so we're not sure yet.
We don't even know if there's a leader to this population.
Ah, okay.
That's part of the fun.
And I've got plenty of bees right
Yep.
up to the end. Stuff.
I do.
That's all honey. Maybe. Honey and pollen, that's all I'm seeing.
So what's he saying?
Honey and pollen.
Yeah, he didn't put a queen. He's letting them requeen themselves.
Yeah, I was thinking of the hive box where you can.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He said he got it from Brushy Mountain. It's very,
What he was going to do with that.
it's, yeah, very, very
David
neat
did, he
idea.
just laid them alongside the frames.
Yeah. Very neat idea.
So, Cara, this was a split from about 3 weeks ago with hopefully a homegrown queen. Maybe.
There's something there.
Yeah, that looks like a
Just an emergency cup.
it's a false cell, isn't it?
Cup.
Cup. Yeah. Queen cup.
I never, when I was at home.
So this is the first time you've opened it since then?
No, I was
Oh,
there
no.
last week.
Oh, okay.
There was basically what I'm seeing right now, but
You never saw any cell, queen cells?
no, there was no brood section at all. But
Isn't that nice, Nick?
odd because it's been long enough for that.
Everything should have hatched.
Well, yeah, it's been long enough so that the workers should be right about at the end of their lifespan.
So, it was 3 weeks ago, so you might not
4 weeks.
necessarily...
It was 4 weeks.
So they'd have to raise one, and then she'd have to go and
Get mated.
get mated. So we might not.
Some nice honey.
Well, it should be right about now, but I mean that's under ideal. Cara,
Right.
is Cara here?
She just walked away. She wanted to get her boots.
What are we looking for? You want to
We're looking to see if we can find a queen.
find the queen?
This is a
Yeah.
split.
Did he smoke?
What is
Yeah,
this?
that's just a cup.
A little bit. Because I'm told when you're looking for a queen not to smoke. Well, she's got nowhere to go, basically, except to the bottom.
Well, that's what I mean.
And I think that's what happened to my Minty.
That's what
Her
happened.
first queen.
Yeah.
I've done it, so I know she smoked them. She smoked the frames.
When you say
off
that's just
the
a cup,
hive.
what do you mean by that?
Oh, so the queen.
The queen
That's
cups,
what I
they
did.
don't.
And the queen.
To the best of my knowledge, they don't.
box
You have your
like
queen cells, which they
Yeah.
grow the queen in, but then the queen cups, to the
second
best of my
one, I
knowledge,
don't
they don't
know.
grow queens in them.
Yeah, they're just there as an
They're like
emergency,
fake.
and they just in case they think they need to.
Okay, now
make
that
a
one looks
queen.
more like a queen cell instead of a
Yeah.
cup.
All right, there you go.
Awesome.
Okay.
Bottom open. Got a head in there.
Something's got a head in there.
So is he cleaning it out?
Looks empty.
Is there a flap though? No.
Are there?
Oh no, there's lava in there.
Is there?
Yeah,
Oh,
it looks to be like there's a lava in there.
It does look
Somebody
it
else
from
with
me.
better eyes than
I can
mine.
see it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can see it? Yeah.
That's a queen cell? Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah. She's in there. She's in there. So.
So it looks like they are rearing their own queen.
Yep.
Yep.
Yay.
Just a little behind on the process.
Well, that's,
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not sure.
Spin
I
this
know what I'm
around.
looking at.
Just look straight into the cup and you see the.
they're going into
the
They're
different sizes
feeding her
of
right now.
lava.
Oh, the lava and
Yeah.
Pulls out. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little donut inside there.
Yeah, I was going to say a little Cheerio.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm good, but
You want to get it on the
Holly
camera?
got a really good picture of it.
Dave? I don't know if you wanted to try to get.
So
Awesome.
they're rearing their own queen right now.
Yep.
Okay, you know, queens are not easy to come by this time of year.
No, I know. Yeah.
Everybody's looking
Okay,
for
so
them.
that's okay.
Probably should do it. Probably leave it up to the...
Yeah, I would. Tool.
No, I didn't know.
For the grabber.
That's just a drawing out.
Let's get the hook so you can
We're
hook
putting an empty one
underneath
right in
and
the
lift
dead
it up.
center.
Oh, I mean the hive tool, the red one?
Yeah.
Give them a little more
What is it
acceptance.
called? Yeah, that's a little
I'm not
different,
sure what it's called. It's the maybe second generation hive tool.
They got plenty of food going here, that's for sure. They should be able to feed that thing.
Okay, could you just tell me if when I see the dark, is that brood or honey?
This is a second year comb. That's why it's so dark. It's not real light.
That's,
But
see the
all
shiny,
the
that's
shiny,
all.
that's honey in there. Yeah.
okay.
They've actually got some stuff capped.
Oh, there's a good little queen going.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
So we found a queen cup with a lava.
But no, you found a queen cup with a larva?
I mean a cell.
Are you trying to raise a new queen?
This is a split.
And you did what? Made it queenless?
Right. Basically, we split the hive. The queen is in this hive. This hive just had brood and worker bees, and and eggs, for them to make their own queen out of. And it appears that they have.
So they drew out a cell.
They drew out a long queen cell.
How long?
Which one was that? I think that's the next one over.
Is it that one or the on the other side?
All right, right here.
Oh, look at that.
So not ideal, right? That's not
Right.
where queen cells normally appear.
Right.
It's also one that was started, from a while ago. They didn't just do
Right.
this. So
Well,
it's very deep to begin with. They used an old cell cover. I'm just telling you what I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not telling you what this is or
been
anything.
it's been 3 or 4 weeks since I split this hive.
Okay, so where'd they get that larva from? If you did this 3 or 4 weeks ago,
Now, that's a good question.
that should have been kept by now and
That-
hatched, right?
That was my understanding.
Yeah. So where did that larva come from?
That's a good question.
Unless it's a
You know
dead-
where it didn't come from. You know it didn't come from this hive.
Right.
Because that was 3 or 4 weeks ago, right? You said weeks, not
Yeah.
days.
No, it was.
So this is 3 or 4 days old.
A laying worker?
Good guess. All we do know is that it did not come from this hive.
Right.
So what you set out to do didn't work, right?
Right.
You set out to have them draw a queen cell out from your hive.
Right.
So what is that?
Unless over here there's a brood nest.
Keep going, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You want to find some brood.
So will an egg from a laying worker work as well?
No.
No. Okay.
Male.
So that's not going to be a viable queen?
Nope. I didn't even think about that. It is not going to be a
Yeah,
viable
you know
queen.
what?
Timing's off.
Yeah.
That's the one I just had out.
So it should have been hatched by now, is what she's saying.
Oh, it definitely should have been hatched, and it actually should have been hatched and mated by now. By my
Yep.
guesses.
So when you made your split, you should have had that queen cell in that split. Is that what you're saying?
What's she saying that 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So what we're looking for now is a queen, right?
Right.
If everything went well.
And if not, then that cell is not going to produce me a queen,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how hard they try.
Right.
Because it's male.
So either they've made a queen, or it's a laying worker that put it in their feet.
Okay, here we go.
Because
Let's
it's only 3 or 4
give this
days
a good
old.
look.
Come on,
How did
baby.
they get there?
I got brood.
Yeah, but are they? It could be laying worker birds too.
Yeah.
Are they bullets?
No, look at that thing.
And I have a sealed queen cell.
It looks old.
Looks old. I do have brood though.
What does the bird look like?
It's right. It's just right in here. They're all brood in there.
Yeah, but if they're bullet shaped, it could be a laying worker because she can only lay drones.
They don't.
Oh.
They don't look like they're up.
These aren't the
No.
babies. No, these are. Not the eggs. These are actual larvae.
Okay, so we could still have a queen.
Keep going.
Well, just the fact that these aren't all drones with the time schedule, it only takes 3 weeks. They only last 3 or 4 weeks to begin with.
There's another one.
Something there.
Let me see some eggs.
I had a glove on. I put my hand on top and just touched the top, and they all move.
Yeah, I don't think they like my breath either. Pete Lambert. Pete Lambert taught me that one.
Yep, me too.
Oh, really? You said blow on them?
Yep.
I never thought of that. Yeah, that's why I don't like those tools.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to what you're doing. I'm kind of really concentrating on eggs. I don't see any.
No eggs?
Nope.
Okay.
But I am seeing some more. Maybe not. Yeah, I am seeing some little brood. A little bit of brood.
Can you see what's in that queen cup? Just out of curiosity.
It's got larvae in it.
Okay. So the other scenario could have been they had a queen, she went away and didn't come back for some reason. So therefore...
Well, the only reason she's going to take off is if she's mating.
Right.
But she's already mated.
Because
If these are
larvae.
indeed just regular, if these are workers and not drones that I'm raising here.
Very true. Very true.
She won't leave the hive.